Sam called us two childless men reading this.
My grandma plays Candy Crush on her phone. That's gaming. Well, now you're on Laker LAN, the biggest podcast in the world, so.
What kind of person, like, on a fundamental level do you have to be to hope that everyone that you play with is worse
than you? What's up, Lakers? Welcome back to another episode of Laker LAN with yours truly, myself, and Benjamin.
Hello.
And today, we're going to hop kind of right into the topic because it's a little bit of a different episode today. Sam took the liberty to go around the interwebs and look at am I overreacting and am I the asshole Reddit posts. Can we say that? Yes. So
He's a director.
Today, we are going to go through some of these posts, read them, and then we're going to take turns responding to each one, and we'll see if your guys' opinions are any different than ours. But like I said, we're going to hop right into it, just in case this takes a little bit extra time. So the first one, Ben, AITA, okay, for breaking an unspoken gaming rule. Now, just to preface this, me and Ben have not read any of these yet.
That's true.
Legitimately, we're going into this blind. So, for context, I have a small gaming circle with 3 people in it, and we all play together most of the time, being mostly cooperative games or something together in general. The unspoken rule, don't play ahead if we're doing it together. That seems like a fair rule, you know? Like if
Sure.
you're
Yeah.
doing that in general, like, yeah. So I, 19 female, and 2 of the friends, 20 male and 18 male, had started a new game recently. It was a co-op fun-based RPG, but it had a feature.
Sorry.
Co-op. Did I not say turn-based?
You said fun.
Oh, well, you know, one eye Evans, so, yeah. It was a co-op turn-based RPG, but it had a feature to essentially boot up our collective save separately. That's kind of cool when not all of us are on. I had really been enjoying playing, and my friends had gotten a little busy over the past 3 to 4 days and couldn't play it for the time being. So I booted it up and played a couple more runs without them and unlocked some more stuff for the future. Come to when we were finally all back, we boot up the save, and they noticed the extra unlocks and items I had obtained. I openly tell them that it was me and that I was simply tired of waiting, and that since we were all together, it just means progressing faster and that I didn't think it mattered that much. Apparently, that was not the right move because they got pissy at me for going ahead when it was our thing to do together and I ruined it for them. I thought it wouldn't have been a problem, but they seemed to be hostile and untrusting of me about playing again and future games going forward. AITA for going ahead without them, or is this an overreaction? Just to clarify, it was not a story-driven game. It was more of a roguelike. And yeah, what do you think, Ben?
So there is another edit I just want to say before we kind of get into this. Edit 2, I've read your comments and apologized to them, especially for not asking, only to find out that the 20M friend did the same thing before me.
Oh, shoot.
So, I mean, that provides like a little bit more context, but you know, you obviously don't know that when you're making the decision to go ahead without your friends in a video game.
Yep.
And I got to be honest, man, I think that's really crappy of this person to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was more crappy at first when they said it was a co-op turn-based RPG. And I was like...
it was like Baldur's Gate.
I thought it was Baldur's Gate. I was
Yeah.
like, that really is like a dick move.
Yeah.
Like that's really not cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, at first I thought, but a roguelike, you know, it's a little bit of a different story. You know, you're not, I mean, you get, you know, whatever unlocks, but I don't know. Yes, I still feel like like that person is, you know, in the wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is, you know, still not cool despite, or even with the fact that, you know, maybe the progression doesn't matter as much as like a story game.
And what about the other friend that did it before she did?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like that puts a little bit of like nuance into the conversation, but
Uh-huh.
you don't, she didn't know that when she did it.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, it's possible that they're both the assholes, which
That's
they
true.
are.
It sounds like it. And the other friend, come game with us instead. We'll wait for you.
Yeah. And also, I just want to point out, 3 to 4 days is not a long time.
No.
You know, when I was playing through Baldur's Gate with Aiden and Owen, we like played every week, like on Sunday. And for a while, for like a month or two, we just couldn't play, you know? I mean, yeah, did I go ahead and like a single player save? That's different though, because
That's
I'm not
different.
stealing progression from them.
Yeah.
You know. So, yeah,
I
it's
think
not
you are
cool.
DA.
Hey,
Yeah, let's look at the comments. Um, YTA, does that mean you are?
yeah,
Okay. You took these hours from them. They missed the opportunity to make choices. They missed pop points. Next time, just start a side game. It's kind of what you just said, I feel like.
yeah, and the OP got downvoted into the floor as a reply to that top comment that it's entirely their bad for not specifying in the post that it doesn't have like a story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's more of a procedural roguelike, which I really want to know what game they're playing because like
Yeah.
I've a procedural roguelike. Is it like I don't even know what it could be. Like a multiplayer procedurally generated roguelike? I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, yeah, guess this in the comments if you can guess what game it is. But me and Ben agree with the larger Reddit community.
That yeah, you took the fun out of a group activity.
You did.
Yeah, definitely.
You
YTA
stink.
for sure.
You stink.
It's just not cool, man. It's just even though your friend did it too, it's just not cool. It's just not cool.
You got to have some self-control.
I'm honestly like looking through these comments, trying to figure out like if anybody is like NTA, you know, and I haven't found one yet. I'm halfway down the page.
I mean, this individual says, yeah, I had a friend do this when we started playing Borderlands. Very disappointing. Instead of figuring it all out together, I just ran after him while he speedran the game. I deleted my save game and started over by myself. When he asked me if we were going to do the next game together, I politely declined. I did tell him I didn't like what he did and how shitty it was. He wasn't much impressed, but that was the moment he lost me as a gaming friend. So I have a buddy from my hometown. We play all the Resident Evil games together.
Sure.
And he does go ahead of me, or he has gone ahead of me in the past. And then, I'm the type of person where it's very rare for me to replay a story game. Very rare.
Yeah.
And so, but not for him. He's played all the Resident Evils, multiple times over. So I don't know. He's just generally faster than me. I like to take a little bit more time and figure things out. Because if you have you played Resident Evil?
No.
It's a horror game, obviously, but there's also a lot of puzzle aspects to it.
Sure.
And like going to this area of the map to grab a piece that you have to then go to this area and like come back and stuff like that. And so like there'll be times where we're playing and he'll be like, dude, you just got to use this or you got to use that. And I'm like, dog, I'm just trying to figure this out on my own.
Yeah.
Like let me play the game. And also, but yeah, when we're playing the same one together and it's a new one, he went ahead of me. I was like, come on, bro. That sucks.
I'm not going to lie that I have done this before. Or not quite like this, but like kind of like that where when Jordan and I were playing Baldur's Gate, like it was really hard for me to not like try to steer her in the most optimal direction.
Yeah.
And like just having to sit back and let her play and like figure it out for herself. So that's kind of like a learned skill, allowing yourself to like not take the driver's seat when you already know what's happening, to allow your friends to figure this out.
I mean, like this one says like, yeah, YTA, it's fine to get impatient and have your own save, but progressing the shared save is different.
Yeah, that's not nice. I did find a person who says NTA. I found a few, and they're all downvoted. So it appears that Reddit agrees with us that YTA on this one.
YTA.
The post itself is downvoted into some crazy levels. I'm assuming because it's not turned on. You can't see, but
there's 0 upvotes on it, at least in my.
Yeah, it's definitely at least kind of into the floor.
Yeah. All right, Benji.
Yeah.
Take the next one.
Okay. So this one, Sam said, it's kind of a longer one. There is a couple updates. I think that we should. I'm gonna read this to you, and then we'll talk about it in between, and then we'll go on to the next update.
Okay.
All right. Let me open this up. Google Docs. Tapping on links in Google Docs kind of sucks. It like opens up that little menu, whatever.
Yes.
Okay. So this is Am I Overreacting?
Okay.
Am I overreacting for threatening to take my sister to court after her toddler destroyed my $2,000 gaming setup because she said I should have baby-proofed my apartment? Right off the bat, probably not. No. Like, I'm just going to... Maybe I'm biased, Maybe I'm biased.
Control your kid?
Yeah, I feel like it's not the kids. It's a toddler, right? It's not like it's
Mhm.
like a 3-year-old baby or a 2-year-old, 1-year-old baby that threw up on it. This
Yeah.
kid can walk,
Yeah.
you know.
Can talk.
Yeah, I said threw up on it because Sam told us a story about our cat throwing up on our keyboard before we started shooting. All right, so getting into it. Hi, Reddit. I'm F25, and honestly, I'm at my breaking point with this one. I need an outside perspective because my entire family is acting like I'm a World War II leader for standing my ground.
Oh.
Um, so I am a student software developer with a pretty serious PC gamer in my free time. I live alone in a one-bedroom apartment that I've spent years making cozy and functional. I saved up for a long time to build my dream PC setup. Triple monitors, custom mechanical keyboard, ergonomic chair, the works. Altogether, my rig is worth over a bit over $2,000, and I take care of it like it's my child.
Amen.
Last weekend, my older sister, 30F, asked if she could crash at my place for one night because her apartment was being fumigated and her husband was out of town. She has a 3-year-old. Yeah, 3 years old.
Yeah.
A 3-year-old son, Max, who, let's say, is spirited. I love him, but he's a little chaos goblin. I hesitated, but she swore she'd keep an eye on him and that it'd just be for one night. They show up on Saturday afternoon, and it's immediately clear she wasn't kidding about Max being a handful. Within 10 minutes of arriving, he'd pulled 4 books off my shelf, thrown my houseplants on the floor, and spilled juice on my area rug. I tried to stay chill. He's 3. I get it. But I asked my sister politely to keep him out of my office where my PC setup is.
Time out really quick.
Yeah.
They're saying that this is her sister,
Uh-huh.
right? And this child is 3.
Yeah.
But my sister wasn't wrong about him being a chaos. How often are you seeing your nephew? Like, have you never met your nephew before? You know?
Well, it's I feel like it's possible that like it could have changed relatively recently. I mean, this like kids I feel like their personality might change a lot at that
Yeah.
age, like they could just become like a little demon spawn one day.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, terrible 2s / terrible 3s.
Yeah.
Sam's yelling at me to fix my mic. Sorry, guys. All right, continue.
Um,
I just wanted to, that just seemed weird. It
Yeah.
sounded like she didn't know this
The phrasing
child.
is a little bit odd. But it's possible, if you haven't seen the kid in like a year because you're at
Sure.
school,
Yeah.
like that's true too. Sam says that just seeing a kid like on like for a day or for a few hours is different than living with a kid and like being in your own space,
Yeah, true. Says that. Never mind.
Sam called us 2 childless men reading this.
You don't have a child either, Sam.
So she rolls her eyes and goes, "He's just exploring. He's curious. It's normal." But she closes the office door anyways. Cut to Sunday morning. I wake up to screaming. Max had apparently woken up before his mom and managed to open the office door and decided my setup was his new jungle gym. He pulled down one of my monitors, cracking the screen. He stuck crackers into the PC tower's ventilation slots, yanked out my keyboard's keycaps, and colored on my chair with permanent marker. The cherry on top, he poured apple juice into the tower. Into it. When when I tell you I went silent, I mean dead silent. My sister comes in, sees the damage, and just says, "Oh no," in this incredibly flat tone, like someone knocked. It was sarcastic. "Oh no," in this incredibly flat tone, like someone knocked over a cup of coffee. I start freaking out, and she has the audacity to say, "You should have baby-proofed the room if it were that important to you."
Brother. I mean, really quick, I have some little cousins who are also menaces. And there was a couple weeks ago, actually. Nothing happened, thank the Lord. But I was not going to be at this family function. And I told my parents, I said, I will never speak to somebody ever again if I am not here and I come back and something happened in my gaming setup. Like, truly. There's so much money you put into this.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
So much time of your life that you spend, and like this is really important to people like us, right? Like, I don't know, everybody else has their hobbies. Like, my dad's a cyclist. He has multiple bikes. Like, if somebody broke his bike, he'd have a conniption. Same idea. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it's also kind of like a respect thing,
A
you
hundred
know? Like
percent.
you specifically said to your sister that you don't want this happening, and
Mm-hmm.
then it happened, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Also, like the kid's 3 and wakes up before the mom, and the mom doesn't wake up with the kid. You know what I mean? Like that's
Presumably they're sleeping in the same room too,
yeah.
like on a couch
You
or
would
something.
think,
Like
right? How do you not know that your kid is up?
I don't know, man. I don't
That's
know. This
rough.
person sounds rather irresponsible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right.
Continue.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where I was.
I
Oh, okay.
lost it.
Yes, I lost it. I told her that one, she knew he wasn't supposed to be in there. Two, this is my space, not a daycare. And three, baby proofing a $2,000 gaming setup is not a standard requirement for adults living alone. That's
Preach.
just true.
Preach,
That's just
sister.
true, man.
Preach.
Um, she told me to calm down, that he's just a kid and stuff is replaceable. I told her she could replace it then. She said she didn't have the money right now, but maybe in a few months she could give me a few hundred. I told her that wasn't acceptable and she needed to take full responsibility. She left in a huff, and now my whole family is blowing up my phone. My mom says I'm being materialistic and should understand that my nephew didn't mean it. My dad said I should have locked the door if it was that important. Okay, sometimes doors in apartments like this just don't have
Don't.
locks.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I'm
true.
just gonna be honest.
That's true.
Whatever though. My brother actually said, "Why do you even need 3 monitors anyways? That's kind of overkill." Yeah, for gaming, sure, but like if you're working at home, there's been plenty of times where my third monitor's come in handy.
Uh-huh.
You know? So whatever.
I mean that too. Sam just said like if you have 3 monitors, one for your game, one for Discord, one for Spotify, like
Hmm.
yeah, or streaming. 100%. There's other details here.
I have filed a claim with insurance, but there's no guarantee it'll be covered since it was technically guest damage. Now, or I also told her that if she does not pay up, I'll take her to court for what happened. Now I'm getting texts from my sister demanding an apology for blaming her kid for being curious. I told her I'd drop it if she covered the cost of repairs and replacements, or at least to meet me halfway, which is already going too far.
Mm-hmm.
And she blocked me. So am I overreacting? And then there's a couple of like in text updates, and I assume that these other updates, Sam, are like full other Reddit posts. Okay, so I'm gonna read through these little updates real quick in the post. So one is just, wow, I woke up from my nap to this. Thank you guys. I'm gonna turn on this
Has
to read all this.
18,000 upvotes, by the way.
Uh-huh. My sister has still not unblocked me, but her husband reached out to find out what happened. I don't have more information to tell yet, but I'll update when I do. Thank you, everybody, for the insights. And my sister's husband reached out, as mentioned earlier, and we're working on a solution. He's been really understanding. To clarify, my one-bedroom apartment is on the smaller side, so the landlord converted an ex-clothes cabinet into a makeshift office. It's weird, but the building is for the 40s, and I guess they had to get creative with the space with an old tenant or something. So it's living room where the sister slept, probably on the couch, the kitchen. I slept in this person OP slept in the kitchen, and then there's the office. So it's like a studio. I don't think this is like a
Yeah.
one bedroom. This is like a studio.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so Ev,
I mean,
what do you think, man?
first and foremost, dude, if I'm this girl, like I am livid.
Yeah.
I'm just livid.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said earlier, man, if somebody destroyed my gaming stuff, I actually might just like pass away.
You know, my cousin in like 2011 or something deleted my Pokemon Diamond save, and I was pretty peeved about that.
See, like people, there is this really like bad like mental thing for people who don't play video games, and they're like, oh my god, it's just a save, like it doesn't even, it's just a video game, or it's
Just
just
load it back.
it's just a computer, like why does it matter? It's like what hobbies do you have?
Yeah.
You know, like if you're a reader, right, and say you just have this collection of signed books, and somebody just came and just burned your bookshelf, right? Like something you dump hours of your life into, and it's just people have no respect for it.
Honestly,
bro.
honestly, Ev, I don't think that the people who feel that way have like hobbies. Like I think that their hobbies are.
Maybe.
I think that they're because at least that way you could like make this like appeal to emotion or like logic that well, I've got my computer, like you have your book collection or
Yeah.
you have your model trains or whatever, right?
Or your Netflix account.
Well, that's what I mean, right? Like
All I do
a
is
lot
watch
of these
TV.
people, a lot of these people probably just blindly scroll on their phones, especially now. Just scroll on their phones
Mm-hmm.
and like watch Netflix, man. Like I
Bro.
don't think that these people have like high level like cognitive like hobbies like gaming is.
I'll make a. Yeah, Sam just said the notion that gaming is for children. If you actually still think that in the big 2-6, you are just an
That's like a
idiot.
2013 thought.
You're just an idiot.
Like
Truly. That you're like my grandma plays Candy Crush on her phone. That's gaming. Same idea, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, if gaming is just a hobby and it doesn't mean anything, and all like Ben said, if you're just scrolling or watching Netflix all day, I'm gonna call your ISP and say you committed a federal crime and get your internet cut for the rest of your life. You'll never have it ever again. Then what are you gonna do? Like truly, there is like this is like the worst case scenario in my brain for something that could happen to me besides like death.
uh-huh.
Honestly, like car replaceable, insurance covers your car, like whatever.
Yeah.
House burns down, your insurance covers your car.
Sure.
I mean, my gaming setup getting destroyed, nothing would hurt my heart more,
Yeah.
especially if I built it. Like if I did build my computer.
Yeah.
We built both of our computers together.
Yeah.
Like if you build something, you have an emotional attachment to it. It's a big part of your life. Who cares if it's video games or if it's whatever it is, dude?
Yeah.
What if you have a stuffed animal collection that's
Or like you're
close to
like
your heart?
you spent a long time building a birdhouse with
Seriously.
your grandpa. It's
or
like
a Lego set and
Yeah.
somebody pushed it over? You built the Millennium Falcon and somebody pushed it over.
mm-hmm.
Like I don't know why in today's day and age we are like hating on people's hobbies.
Yeah.
How are we supposed legitimately? How are we supposed to get through life without hobbies?
Go
to work,
Sam may end up cutting
go to
this part
sleep,
out of the
and die.
episode, but like it is genuinely just because these people don't have like there's just like a hole in these people's hearts that they just fill with hatred.
That's true. That's
Like
100% true.
and they project that onto other people.
Mhm.
They hate the things that other people do because it's different than them, and
They hate the fact that it makes other people happy
Yep.
and they're not happy in themselves.
yeah, people need to be going to therapy.
Yeah. So no, you're not overreacting. I think I would go full on scorched earth if that happened to me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read up the first big update.
Mhm.
It's a separate Reddit post. This was posted 5 days after that last one.
Okay. This one has 9K upvotes.
Yeah, still remarkably popular.
Yep.
Okay.
you want me to read this one,
No,
or
I
you-
got it. I
okay.
got it. So it's just up. The title is "I am overreacting for threatening to take my sister to court." Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Hey again. I just wanted to post a quick update since it's been. This is actually as long as the first post, maybe longer. I just wanted to post a quick update since it's been a little under a week and a few people have asked what happened next. Things are better, pretty weird, and still ongoing. But here's where we're at. Last Saturday, my brother-in-law came over to check out the damage himself. He actually brought the toddler with him, which I was pretty livid about at first, but he had a reason. He asked him to try opening up the office door. The kid couldn't do it. The door was too heavy for him.
Oh my God.
You can probably guess where this is going. The brother-in-law offered to take my PC to the store that originally built it for me just to see if it was fixable. I agreed, but asked for something in writing just so I had some peace of mind. We put together a little agreement that he'd be responsible for it while it was with him. It was just a formality, and it helped me feel a little bit more in control of the situation. On Monday, he dropped it off at the shop and gave them my number to keep me updated. He also told me that he confronted my sister about how things played out, and I sent him my original post too. He read the comments and apparently showed them to her. She still hasn't unblocked me, but from what I've heard, she was not happy about the fact that he's listening to me. I also shared the post and some comments with my parents and brother since no one really believed me before. My parents still don't fully get it, but they've stopped pushing back. My brother is more understanding now, though for some reason he mostly wanted to talk about how many people saw the post. I think that's like a weird thing. Like people are still like, "Oh my gosh, like 19,000 likes? Wow, are you famous? You're famous." Which is crazy because 19,000 people is actually a lot of people when you think about it. But I don't think either of those three really care, and I'm fine. And if they see this, I'm fine if they see this. Do better.
Amen.
Anyways, I went to see the PC today. The shop said it's mostly salvageable, but it needs a very, very careful internal clean and a few fans replaced, with some wiring fixed. But overall, the main parts survived somehow. The brother-in-law told me he'll cover the cost of the repair, no hesitation. When I brought up what my sister said about not being able to pay even $200, he said she's lying. He also said he's not sure that the toddler actually did all the damage. He thinks the door was left open on purpose or that my sister may have even done some of it herself. Based on the height of the tower and where the crackers that were pushed into like the fans or whatever ended up, it didn't quite add up to a toddler acting alone. Apparently, she's been telling him I have a gambling addiction. I did get a bit hooked on Genshin Impact like 4 years ago, and and that maybe this whole thing will wake me up, which is new. She used to be supportive or at least indifferent. No idea where that came from. So yeah, that's where we're at. My PC is being cleaned up and fixed, and my brother-in-law is covering the cost. Sister has still blocked me and won't talk to me. Still tempted to start something with her, to be honest, especially if she did all of this on purpose. Still not ruling out small claims court depending on how things go. Thank you to everybody who responded to the original post. It's seeing how many people understood what really happened, or what happened really helped me hold the line with my family when I felt like I was losing my mind.
T.O., if now the sister destroyed it, I'm actually never talking to that individual again.
Yeah, that would be...
You are out of my
that'd
life.
be grounds for estrangement.
Oh, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Like, when I was younger, a kid, my parents didn't necessarily get the whole gaming thing, right? They thought it was stupid, whatever. As time has gone on, I think they now, especially now with me doing what I'm doing here, and they see that, like, wow, he made something out of this, like, they're way more accepting. They don't care anymore. But, like, to just even think that somebody in your own family would destroy something that brought you happiness on purpose.
Yeah,
to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, just for like no reason.
Because they have an opinion about what you're doing. Like, I mean, Sam just said that person's raising a kid and teaching them these things. Imagine, like, whatever, you have a midlife crisis. That's your thing. You buy a Lamborghini, okay? And then your mom comes over and drives your Lamborghini and crashes it into a tree because you bought a Lamborghini. She didn't agree with you. I'm an adult. I can buy whatever I want. That doesn't give you the right to destroy my stuff.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
If that's what happened.
One thing I've been turning over in my head lately is, what if my sister did do something to my setup on purpose? I don't want to believe that. It feels like a stretch. But the more I think about it, the less I feel like it's a stretch, I guess. But then I remember how she acted when I asked her to keep the toddler out of the office. The eye roll and the "he's just curious" comments, like she didn't take any of it seriously. And now hearing from my brother-in-law that she's been saying I have a crippling gambling/gaming/whatever addiction and needed to grow up, it's just weird. She used to be cool about it. Never into games herself, but she got that it was important to me. If something changed, I don't know when or why. And if this was some weird way to make a point or teach me a lesson, that's messed up. You're not our mom. How about talking first instead of this? I don't want to jump to conclusions, but the more I think about it, the less it makes sense that the toddler could have done all that alone. It's sick if she blamed her own son for it. So yeah, not accusing anybody outright, but that thought is there now. And if you're my sister reading this, which I'm guessing you are, because I bet you love to look at the comments that are on your side a lot. I don't know why you blocked me. I don't know what shifted in your head, but if you actually had something to do with this, or if it was just complete carelessness, screw you. You know I worked hard for that. You know what that meant to me, and you know I would never do something like this to your stuff. And if your son really did do all of this, I hope you're paying closer attention, not for my sake, but for his. Read the comments on my first post again from other parents and people with younger siblings who know better than you.
Just like, holy cow, dude.
Yeah, man.
Like, oh my gosh. Like Sam said, this individual, if she did do this, is a parent, man.
Yeah.
Like, these are the kinds of things that they're going to teach their child.
Yep.
It's okay to just destroy other people's things because you don't agree with them? What?
Yeah, man.
This is like, wow. Okay. let's just go to update number 2 and finish the story.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to read this one too?
Well, let's see how long it is.
It's pretty long.
This is the longest one, Alta. Yeah, go for it.
All right. It's been a long while since I last posted. So this is the last one. The update one was
like
10
6 months
months
later.
ago. Yeah, 6 months later, half a year. It's been a long while since I last posted, and honestly, I wasn't sure if I wanted to give another update at all. A lot has happened over the last 6 months, some of it good, some of it really heavy, and some of it that I'm still struggling to process. So obviously it didn't
God.
get better.
At least with the sister.
Did not get better. Brother-in-law divorced his wife and starts dating the sister.
Honestly, I was thinking that the brother-in-law should probably dump the mother of his child, because that's such a red flag.
Yeah. I know a lot of you followed the whole thing from the beginning, and my direct messages has been so full of awesome supportive people. I feel as if I owe all of you a final update before letting this go. First, the positives. My PC is alive and well and has been for a while. The shop did a miracle job restoring it, and it's running beautifully again. Shout out all my IT guys and girls. It almost feels symbolic now, like after everything blew up in my life, at least this one thing that mattered to me is still standing. Little hope in the darkness. Sorry, I lost my spot because I was saying that. I've also gotten closer to my brother-in-law. Well, ex-brother-in-law now. Oh my God, I called it. My God, I called it. Though it feels weird to call him that since he's still family to me. He has full custody of my nephew, and that little kid has thrived. So some real shit went down.
This tracks.
He's calmer, happier, and honestly just a joy to be around in ways I didn't realize before. And he turned 4 after all the court stuff happened. So they did go to court, it appears. My brother-in-law has his own family helping him, and I've been pitching into whenever I can. It's exhausting at times, but I don't regret a second of it. My nephew deserves stability, and my brother-in-law deserves support after everything he's had to go through. Watching him step up as a single dad has been inspiring. Now for the complicated part, my family. When things first went down, my parents were still on my sister's side, and I was basically the black sheep. But something happened during the legal proceedings that made them realize she wasn't well and that I hadn't been exaggerating about any of it. For the first time in what feels like forever, they stopped defending her blindly. They actually reached out to me, apologized, and admitted they'd been wrong. Well, kind of. But I couldn't be asked to escalate it again. It's been slow, but they've been trying to rebuild things with me. Part of me resents that it took them this much time to finally see the truth.
For real.
But I'm also relieved not to be completely estranged from my parents anymore. I'm still trying to decide what kind of relationship they deserve to have with me after all this. And that's fair. Like, your parents just don't believe you, don't trust you, and just blindly take somebody else's side over yours. Like,
yeah,
you're supposed to be neutral mediator unless it was like truly clear what was going on, but obviously it wasn't. As for my sister, I don't even know how to start.
Dude,
I can't wait to read this, actually. During the custody battle, she completely broke down. A lot of stuff came out, including the fact that she had broken and damaged other people's things in the past, friends, her coworkers' stuff, intentionally. She admitted she did it because, in her words, brother-in-law owed her more as the mother of their child, and destroying things was her way of making him notice her. Crazy.
wow.
Crazy.
That's normal and well-adjusted.
I think so. That's definitely not mental illness at all. She also said something else that stuck with me, that when she broke things, she felt powerful. She said people underestimated her, ignored her, treated her like she was just a mom. But when she destroyed something, she knew she couldn't be ignored. It forced people to react, and it sure did. I know some of the people witnessing this in real time still pity her, which I don't know how to feel about that. But still, it explains so much of her behavior, not just with the PC, but with her marriage, with our family, and how she's spiraled. She wanted to feel like she mattered, but instead of asking for help in a healthy way or seeking support, she turned to control and destruction. And when that wasn't enough, she escalated. Writing that out makes me feel so sad, honestly. It's like everything I suspected about the PC wasn't just a suspicion. And to think all this could have been avoided if she sought help or accepted going to couples therapy properly. Apparently, my brother-in-law had suggested it a few times to her, but she declined. After she lost custody of my nephew, things spiraled fast. She had a complete breakdown, and long story short, she's now in jail, awaiting transfer to a psychiatric facility.
Probably deserved.
I don't want to go into every detail, but it's safe to say it'll be a long time before I see her again or want to see her again. And here's the part I can't quite make peace with. I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Like, it's your sister. I get it. I love my sister, and even if she did some crazy stuff,
Also,
I mean,
it's like when you can tell that somebody is very obviously like
not
like
well.
yeah, that somebody like genuinely needs help. Like it is possible, and also I think
Empathy?
it's natural
Yeah.
to feel bad for somebody,
Yeah.
even if you're like really upset with them in their actions.
Mm-hmm.
It's very very natural to feel like just
Yeah,
bad.
100%. That's a natural human feeling. I know that might sound crazy after everything she put me through, after how she tore our family apart, and after what she did to her own son. But she's still my sister. There's this ache I can't quite get rid of because I don't know if the person she is now is who she always was, or if something in her just snapped along the way. I look back on our childhood and teenage years and wonder if there were signs that I missed, if there was some pattern of behavior I brushed off as moodiness, or sibling rivalry that was actually something worse. What complicates those feelings even more is everything that happened after my post started spreading. I never expected them to blow up the way they did. I just wanted an outside perspective because my whole family was gaslighting me, making me feel insane for protecting my own belonging. There was a comma there, but there should have just been an and. And then suddenly it was everywhere on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, even some news articles were written about it. Someone tagged me to let me know that Smosh had even featured my story, which was surreal and honestly sort of humiliating in its own way. Well, now you're on Laker LAN, the biggest podcast in the world, so. Strangers were debating my family like it was some kind of reality TV show, and I had no control over it. At first, I was grateful for the validation, but over time, it started to eat away at my conscience. Keeping my posts public turned out to be a mistake. I know that hindsight's 20/20, but I regret not locking them down sooner. By the time my brother-in-law's lawyer told us it would be best to hide everything, the damage had already been done. My sister had already seen the comments, and the full force of the internet turned against her, and she hyperfixated on it. That's real. Like, the internet is a crazy, nasty place, and if people don't agree with you, like, you're going to get shit posted to the end of time. True.
Yeah, I mean, here we are talking about a year later,
Right on Laker LAN, the biggest podcast in the world. That is not just me speculating either. One of our cousins told me that she would rant constantly about it during the legal proceedings, always bringing it back to the post and how I had publicly humiliated her. Apparently, she would spend hours scrolling, trying to dig up my posts. Is my phone buzzing right now? It is. I'm doing podcast, buddy. Apparently, she'd spend hours scrolling, trying to dig up my posts, looking for new comments, even after I hid them. There were choices she made along the way, long before Reddit ever came into the picture. I realized there's no point in deleting them. Even if I scrub my entire account clean, the internet never forgets. Copies are out there somewhere, archived and dissected on forums I'll never even see. I can't control that, no matter how much I might want to. What I can control is how I move forward and how I take care of myself, my nephew, and the family I still have. The truth is, moving forward has been a mixed bag. On one hand, my daily life feels lighter without the constant chaos of my sister's presence. I'm not coming home to find something broken, I'm not waking up to accusatory texts, and I'm not walking on eggshells for the next outburst. That alone has been a kind of freedom I didn't realize how badly I needed. On the other hand, there's this strange emptiness where she used to be, even if her presence was destructive. She was still there, part of the fabric of my family, and now there's just this jagged hole. Basically, the rest of the post goes on to say how the kid is doing. He's not doing very good. But on a positive note, which this is a W because I also recently got back into this about last year, the stress caused me to get reconnected with an old hobby, retro electronics. Did you know the 3DS is considered retro now? Yes. I didn't. I feel old. I'm the same age as Pokemon Crystal. 3DS gameplay. Love my 3DS. It's awesome. But was she overreacting? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Obviously, her sister is insane.
Yeah, actually, like real diagnosed mental issues.
DSM-5 clinically insane. Yeah. Wow. I mean, I know what the word is for like people who steal stuff, like kleptos, like addicted to stealing. But there's a word for addicted to like destroying things?
Well, and it's like lying too. It's like
yeah.
I don't know. I don't. I don't know enough about mental health things to say that what exactly that is. People,
Let's look at the comments from the first part.
well, first though, the one of the comments on this last update is don't feel bad about feeling bad for your sister. It's being human,
Mm-hmm.
which is true. You know,
That's true.
yeah, yeah, and all the people in the comments are saying like kind of what I was thinking. Like I was I didn't expect it to go from that to this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like I was expecting like the sister to be like entitled and not like what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's read the comments on the first post, eh?
Yeah.
Before it
Literally.
turned into like a
A
soap opera.
soapbox. Yeah. Holy.
Everyone is saying that they're not overreacting. I think that this is the truth. And this is before, as a reminder, this is before like the relationship with the parents and brother recovered,
Mm-hmm.
and before we knew about the brother-in-law. I don't think so. If she knew her son was such a terror, she should have brought some of her own baby-proof stuff as a courtesy. Yeah, I mean, people in the comments are talking about how like, you know, there's no reason that the mom shouldn't have done this. Like, your sister should have gotten up with her child and be prepared for less sleep because you're doing the favor of providing her space.
That's kind of what I said earlier, bro. How did the mother not wake up? But that was before we knew that she did it.
Yeah,
So she did wake up.
yeah, yeah. What a story, man. I don't know that is how I thought that was going to go. One of the people called the kid a hobgoblin.
Obviously not. The kid was just a nice little guy, and she was using it as an excuse.
Yeah, and honestly, maybe it's a good thing that this all happened so that you know, the kid could go live with daddy instead of mama. Well, they live together, but
Yeah.
yeah. You think we have time to read another one? The top one? Okay,
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
go for it, Ev.
AITA for not liking to play video games with my girlfriend.
Okay, man.
Here we go.
This is
Here we
going to
go.
be a trip, I think.
Yeah, I
can
read
see,
the
I can
first
see
comment.
the top comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, 24 male, don't really think I'm in the wrong year.
Okay,
But
check.
my girlfriend, 23F, isn't speaking to me currently, and my buddy says I'm being a big damn baby. So I thought I'd put this out there. I'm a gamer. I enjoy playing several different games, and my girlfriend plays a few games too. I've never played a game with her, but my buddy said he and his girlfriend were going to play the Friday the 13th game, and I asked if I and my girlfriend wanted to play it.
He asked.
Oh, okay. There's like no grammar here. Anyways, I said I would, and my girlfriend said she would too. I didn't really want her to because I wasn't sure how good she actually was, and I didn't want her slowing us down. But I didn't say anything. That's
God.
insanity, actually.
Already YTA. I'm just gonna be
Yep.
honest, man.
Yep. So if you've ever never played it before, which RIP Friday the 13th, the game generates which one of you is Jason, and the rest of you are counselors trying to get away. If you get killed off, you might respawn as another character, Tommy if someone calls him. You can try and escape if you gather the items you need or call the police. We played 3 rounds. She was a counselor for 2 and escaped both times, and was Jason the third and killed the rest of us. I was kind of upset because I knew she gamed, but she wasn't as into it as I was, you know? So he lost. She cooked him, and he's mad.
Swiss cheesed it, man.
Swiss cheese your ass. After the 3rd round, my buddy commented on how good she was. She said thanks and that she enjoyed the game. I said it felt kind of unfair that she was a ringer, apparently. My buddy's girlfriend jokingly said that I was just pissy I got beat by a girl. I said that wasn't it, but I didn't think I would like to play with my girlfriend again, as it hadn't been fun as soon as I thought it would, as fun as I thought it would be. My girlfriend said that it was fine. She didn't like playing with sore losers anyhow.
Girlfriend's base, actually.
Yeah, I got mad, but she thanked my buddy for inviting her and left the game. My buddy said I was being a turd and that I should be happy my girlfriend is a gamer. Yep. Like me, because girl gamers are awesome.
Yep.
I said maybe he was okay with his girlfriend not telling him she was really good at the game, but
Dude.
I wasn't. Okay. He said I was being ridiculous and that he didn't want to play with me when I was acting like this. I said whatever and left the game. Then I texted my girlfriend telling her she embarrassed me
Oh my
by
god.
not telling me she played, and she told me I embarrassed myself. Yup,
What?
acting the way I did. I really don't think I'm in the wrong for being upset, that I feel like my girlfriend intentionally misled me with how good she was, but
Dude.
she and my buddy don't see it that way. Am I overreacting? Yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Full stop, actually.
Your ego cannot
Dude.
handle the fact that you are worse at a video game than a girl.
Not even just like
Worse at a video game in general.
yeah, like I don't know, man. These are the people that like make Valorant such a bad game to play, and
Yep.
like Counter-Strike.
Yep.
Like these are the people that
League.
make women not want to be involved in these scenes.
Yeah.
You know?
It's misogyny.
It's just ridiculous. Dude.
100%. I wish that my girlfriend was better than me at video games. I think that would be cool, bro. Like,
Yeah,
getting carried.
I've been playing a lot of Minecraft with Jordan, my fiance, and like it's awesome. Like I love playing video games with her, dude.
Yeah.
Like I can first off, what kind of person, like on a fundamental level, do you have to be to hope that everyone that you play with is worse
Than you. Yeah.
Like I don't want that.
Especially in a game like Friday the 13th, dude. Like, what?
Be for real, man.
Like, I get it if, like, you're playing, like, a ranked shooter and, like...
You know, if this post wasn't 5 years old, I would think that it was like AI slop or
Yes,
rage bait.
yes.
But it's 5 years old. ChatGPT wasn't around 5
It
years
didn't
ago.
exist, dude. I mean, like... This is actually, like, somebody who, like... It's... I'm sorry, but the meme from the South Park episode where they're playing World of Warcraft in the basement, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Mom, I made a poopy." Like, dude,
Dude,
that is
cut
what
this.
this individual is, man. This is literally what this person is. Like, holy cow. Oh, what's wrong with that? Yeah, Sam said
Yeah,
he clearly
seriously.
doesn't love his girlfriend.
Like, oh my goodness, man.
Mhm.
Somebody's like, YTA, what should she have done? Seriously, OP. You don't want her to be bad at the game because she'll slow you down and embarrass you. You don't want her to be good at the game because it hurts your ego. What is she supposed to do? Not play? There's nothing else she could have done.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man.
You
YTA.
reek of insecurity. Also, is that a whiff of misogyny? How would you ever assume your girlfriend wouldn't be as good as you because she's a girl? Also, you fail to consider the fact that you weren't misled, that maybe you just ain't the hot shit of a player you think you are.
This guy says, "Are you the same guy who was having a meltdown about his girlfriend stomping him at a bowling match because your fragile egos match perfectly?"
Dude.
YTA, your girlfriend rocks.
Bro, like, me, Alyssa, and I are both, like, hyper competitive with each other, but, like, we know it. Like, my girlfriend was a college basketball player, and we'll play basketball, and she'll kick my butt. And it's just like, but I'm still competitive with her, same way she's still competitive with me. She thought she was better than me in Mario Kart. She was talking so much smack, and then we played. Like, yeah. It is what it is.
Crazy, man.
Like,
That's-
people are going to be better than you. People are going to be worse at you at things. But, like, this type of, like, yeah, just straight up, like, misogyny is crazy.
I mean, this was in 2021 too, or 2020, 2021. It's still like, you know, you can't say like the big 26 about this, but like that's
Yeah.
still recently, dude.
Yeah?
Like
Not that long ago.
you have, I don't know,
This isn't the 1980s.
just such an L human. This OP is. Sam said, "Imagine having no fun in gaming." Yeah, it's just true,
yeah.
man. Like, just like.
Oh,
If
this
somebody,
guy.
dude, Evan and I were playing a game of Counter-Strike yesterday, and this guy with 9,000 hours just absolutely,
Face at level 10.
he just like
Destroyed us.
just destroyed us, pummeled us into the floor.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, you're like,
This is, like,
you know, it's like you just
Whatever.
gotta play, you just gotta do whatever you can do. And like we didn't do that, to be completely transparent. We were complaining the whole time, but it's not like it's our partner, you know,
Literally.
and it's not because
Somebody we
it's not
know.
like it's because it's a girl, you know.
yeah.
That's such like a, yeah, like you said, it's not 1980 anymore.
This guy says, YTA, she didn't intentionally mislead you. You just said you weren't interested in gaming with her. If you had shown even a little bit of interest in her hobby, you would have known. You're a sore loser and should be apologizing profusely before she comes to her senses about you. Amen. She needs to leave this dude.
She probably did.
I hope so, dude. Yeah.
God, dude.
Like, holy cow.
Oh my. Whatever.
Boo-hoo. Your girlfriend was good at a video game. You got absolutely pissy because you lost and you got done thinking she'd be bad. Holy cow.
Yeah, his friend's a good friend. Sam was saying, I agree. I forgot to mention that. W friend, his friend seems like a good dude. You know, not like, yeah, calling him out for just being kind of not a great guy. You know?
Don't you know all girlfriends are supposed to be almost as good as you in everything?
Oh.
So they don't hold you back, but also you always win.
Duh.
Unless you choose to adorably let her win and watch her celebrate knowing that you, the guy, are still better. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know, Jordan and I have been playing chess for about a year. She's been really practicing, and she finally beat me in a game of chess.
Heck yeah, dude.
Like just full stop. Like there's been a couple times where she's like almost got me into checkmate, but I've been able to go to a point where it's a draw.
Yeah.
Like I've been able to maneuver like
Just
that.
stalemate it.
But no, she just straight up beat me. And I was like,
She put the effort in.
yeah, she did. She grinded for that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this guy, YTA, L human,
Absolutely.
get off my screen.
Holy
Sam
cow.
says she carries her boyfriend in TFT. Is there team-based TFT? Double up. Okay.
Interesting. Well, guys, if you liked this type of content for the podcast, I thought this was fun.
Yeah, this was a good time.
Yeah, 100%. So if you like this type of content, let us know in the comments. Maybe link us some Reddit stories to do in the future.
That'd be fun.
That we can screen, obviously. Oh, well, I don't know how much activity that would get, but Sam said maybe start our own subreddit. We could do that. But let us know if you like this. Next weekend, this weekend, I guess, when you're seeing this on Monday, is the Laker Bronco Classic. The first day will be at Grand Valley, Saturday the 7th, starting at 9 a.m. Probably end around 4-ish. So come to the LEC, meet the Western players. Yep. Come to the watch party, hang out with us. We'll be streaming as well. Check us out on socials at GVSU Esports, and we'll see you next week.
Do your challenge.
And do your challenge day.
Do your challenge. Whatever it is, do it.